AC Milan remain top of the table then after taking all 3 points against Sassuolo. Matteo, I thought that opening 40 minutes was fantastic from the league leaders.
Yeah, it was amazing. Keep in mind that Milan were without their best defender, Kjaer, without their best midfielder, Ismael, Bennacer, and without Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Ante, Rebic. Stefano Pioli, the manager, afterwards said that kickoff in the first few seconds, they actually schemed that in practice and that they have 4 different schemes. And you saw Çalhanoğlu and Leao basically sprinting together forward. They knew exactly what they were doing, which makes it that much more incredible. But this is the sort of creativity that we've now seen from this Milan side since the post-lockdown period, where they've gone on this absolute tear. It's incredible to see, and that they're battling with adversity with a team that has an average age today of 22 years old, that was missing all their best players across each line except Donnarumma in goal, obviously, and they showed plenty of character against the Sassuolo side that's been, granted, without some of their best players, but still very difficult side to break down, especially for the Milan-based sides. Milan struggled mightily against Sassuolo in the last 10 years.
Gab, how impressed were you with them today?
I think this Milan team is turning so much conventional wisdom on its head. I humbly disagree with Matteo that Simon Kjaer is Milan's best defender, but in Italy that's what we all say because, well, he's old, so he's got to be good. In the same way that we repeat it endlessly, they can't win without Zlatan. In the same way that they kept repeating that Bennacer is just an ordinary guy. Now all of a sudden people realize how important he is, and he is legitimately really important to this team. I think what impressed me most, in addition to the first 45 minutes, which I thought were really, really good, but was their reaction at the end. When Sassuolo pulled one back, it came because, as we saw there, Hauge in the wall, he kind of shirked away from the ball. It hit him an awkward angle, wrong-footed Donnarumma, and then Sassuolo went and laid siege to the Milan goal. Milan were really, really composed after that. And again, this is the kind of stuff that supposedly teams with young players can't do. Well, Milan are turning all of that on their heads this season, and they're showing, if you pick the right guys, you can trust in youth, even in Serie A. They don't have to have big names. They don't have to be established superstars. They will become established superstars while they're here. And the likes of Bennacer, of Theo Hernandez, who was phenomenal again, both going forward and defending, they're on their way to doing just that, if they're not already superstars already.
Gab, when you take a look at the table, would you say 3-horse race now for the title?
Who are your 3 horses?
Milan, Inter, and Juventus.
How does Napoli get no respect anywhere? No, I would definitely include Napoli in there. Obviously, they can get the 3 points tonight. On Tuesday is a really big day because we should get the verdict of their appeal about when they didn't travel to Turin, and obviously that counts as they had to forfeit that game if they take away the points penalty or they order that game replayed. We could have a very different story. No, I think Napoli are definitely in this, at least for the time being.
Robert, we heard Matteo before saying that he thinks Inter are favourites. Do you agree?
I would say the way Juventus... I've seen enough of Inter to say they're inconsistent still. And I go back to Matteo's point about they've got nobody playing in behind the front two. The reason they have nobody playing behind the front two is because he wants to open up space so balls can be rolled into the front player so they get lots of possession of the ball. He doesn't want somebody blocking those spaces up. That's why he doesn't play Eriksson. And if that space is blocked by the opposition, then they switch it wide to the wing-backs. And that's why Gab is talking about Hakimi. They must get more out of him, and he was excellent in today's game. But Inter, I think, are the favourites. Juventus very close, but Juventus are getting closer and closer. And if they can continue to play like they did yesterday, I think they will win the title again.
It is, of course, as you mentioned, a big week of action in Italy. Tuesday, Crotone taking on Parma. It's Juventus against Fiorentina. Then on Wednesday, AC Milan against Lazio. That's at 2:45 on ESPN+. Also, you've got Sampdoria against Sassuolo. Napoli taking on Torino. Bologna against Atalanta.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN+.